Great. Good morning, everybody. My name is Peter Glyman, co-founder and president of Gsio.
And I'm Alex Sion. I'm the vice president of financial services for Sapient Nitro. What Pete and I are going to show you today is something that we think is pretty revolutionary. We think it could fundamentally change the dialogue that retail financial services firms are having with their customers, regardless of their asset level and regardless of the size and scale and resources of the institution. We think it could open up a new category of digital marketing that we're calling engagement marketing. So without further ado, I'll turn it over to Pete.
Great, thanks, Alex. Some of you may be familiar with Gsio. We're a personal finance management solution. We've been in the market for about 4 years now, essentially providing tools and services to banks and credit unions, personal finance management functionality, budgeting, expense tracking, goals, community experience to help members and customers manage their finances. I think our growth is primarily spurred through economic times, consumer spending changes, using things like debit cards and credit cards, and essentially just consumers getting more detached from their finances. Initially, we weren't focusing on the institutional market, but through a lot of actually feedback from our own customers and some surveys and research that was done by groups like ITE, we found out that 80% of consumers, if given a choice, would prefer to use these types of tools through their financial institution. So we made a shift in our approach to the market when working with banks and credit unions. I think a couple years ago, FIs were a little slow to adopt PFM functionality, recognizing that there's value for the customer, but really what's in it for the bank or the credit union in terms of ROI and service and value that they get in return for offering these types of tools. Alex?
So great. So in comes digital marketing. So Sapient has been in the digital marketing space for over a decade. And to support that effort, we've built a system called BridgeTrack. BridgeTrack allows marketers to create, execute, and manage campaigns across all digital channels, and is what powers digital marketing for some of the world's leading financial services institutions. And Pete's going to show you an aspect of BridgeTrack today. So what we've learned from this experience is that basically, I think many of you in the room are in the category of using mass media techniques and simply applying them to digital channels. Some of you have moved on to more sophisticated data-driven campaigns that are continually evolving based upon user insight. However, that insight is rather limited. So it's informed only by three things typically. First is the customer profile that the FSI has. Second is the customer's web browsing history. And third is activity data, but only within the account set that the firm owns. We think that the marriage of PFM and digital marketing platforms like BridgeTrack can open up a new category of engagement with customers behind the pin. Something that can drive insight and communications deeper than anything we've had before. So Pete will show you how.
Great. Core part of this presentation is to show you the power of marketing to the customer behind the login, usually an area within the online experience that's very much overlooked by the financial institution. What we're going to do here is just show you two vantage points, the consumer or the customer at the bank or credit union who's managing their accounts through the online banking experience, and then that of the marketing FI running a campaign. So you can see here, Steven Tyler's got his dashboard, he's got all his finances in one place. What we want to do is run a campaign that's actually going to target Steven Tyler and other people to offer our HELOC product to this particular segment. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the admin console, and this is designed to be really easy for any marketing person at any financial institution to create with a lot of ease. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an ad that's going to target, first I'm going to run a report. And the idea is data, right? PFM creates a lot of data. We have information around net worth, where accounts are held, transaction data, types of accounts. So in this case, I'm going to do something real similar. I'm going to look for anybody that has credit cards with a balance greater than $7,000. And anybody that has a net worth greater than $80,000. These might be potential candidates for our HELOC product. So I'm going to run this report, and it's going to come back and produce some results. So in this example, I've got 3 people that match this particular report campaign. Next thing I'm going to do is create a marketing campaign to target this segment of my user population. So this is going to be our HELOC ad in the feed, in that consumer-facing online experience in the feed. This campaign is only going to run until Friday. It's a very short campaign. I select my marketing zone, and I've got different locations. I can put in the sidebar, in the feed, even the mobile device, even in community sections. Next thing I do is I select my ad that my marketing department has created. And then I'm going to set my target URL. So this can be done through landing pages. We work with Sapient on conversion pages, and tracking the process all the way through. And then you can add things like ref codes for additional tracking, add Google Analytics. So now I'm going to create this campaign. This campaign is now live on the site. Anybody that matches this particular campaign is going to now see this ad. So with a little bit of luck, I'm going to refresh this page. And I scroll down, you'll see Steven Tyler is now seeing this ad presented to him in his online banking experience. And when I click on that ad, it's going to take me to that target URL that we've identified before. And as a marketer, what I really like is I can come back to my campaign page, and instantly you're seeing results on that campaign. I've got 1 impression, 1 click-through. I've got 100% click-through rate. Very impressive. And it's just that easy. So I can also take this data, I can export it to my CRM or my MCIF system, again, making it easy for the FI to do a good job to market their data. So I've also created campaigns. We offer a mobile solution where this campaign can also be very easily distributed to a mobile device, to email, and with the help of BridgeTrack and layering on the two things together, we're now delivering an entire picture up to the FI, and we're carving out that really important slices, all the activity that happens with the customer, either behind the pin, at the mobile device, through their email, and other what in the past may have been considered alternative channels.
So imagine the possibilities now. So really hyper-personalized engagement with customers across multiple channels. What we've showed you today is actually quite affordable, and it's something that any financial institution of any size can really implement. So we think it really does also level the playing field in terms of being able to gauge customers across these kind of digital channels. So this was something that maybe only the large institutions could do in the past that should be available for everybody in the market these days. So we're really excited to be working with Geezeo to drive innovation in this category of marketing that, again, we think is a new way to engage customers. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you.